So as time goes on, and I'm realising that, well, I know that there's never a quick fix. There is never one answer. There's never going to be that one pinnacle moment where there's like a switch over and everything becomes clear. There's moments and parts of the life that I live where there's sections, where there's things that happen like that, but ultimately in the past I feel like I've been chasing, searching, looking, seeking, and always been in that space. But now I feel like I'm in a finding space, finding stuff out about me through, well, first of all thinking it, then acting upon it, and then valuing it and evaluating it. And I would say this process that I'm going through and that I'm currently doing is definitely giving me clarification and indications that I'm on the right path, and how I've came to find that is through having to strip back all the things that I was aware. Meh, meh. That's my cat Lola. What are you saying? All the things that I've had to strip back that I was aware of, like directly knew in my consciousness, and then I had loads of things that were like I wasn't aware of, and there's going to be loads of things that are obviously still there, but my awareness of the things that probably where there's room for change and manoeuvrability, like my awareness in that brings round this other awareness. My whole kind of energetic existence feels very paradoxical. It always has done, and I feel comfy there. Comfy and curiosity, comfy and uncertainty, but uncertainty in the sense that I know that information changes how people can be, how people want to respond, how people are. And if you've got good discernment for yourself, and that's going to be so different for everybody over the board on an individual level. So how can you actually discern what's right and what's maybe not so right for you? You can't just look at one person and be like, all right, well, I kind of look at how they are, and that's something that I would maybe want to try and install in yourself or whatever, because to me it doesn't really work like that, because what's right for one person isn't necessarily going to be right for the next. So for me, I feel like I've had to strip me back, my psychology, my body, and the thing that drives me. I've had to come to an agreement with all these different parts of me and integrate and learn to love, learn to accept, and learn to be, and place my belief and my faith and my ability in me, so that I can actually sit here and say the words that I'm saying right now. It's taken me a long time, and it is a process, and every single one of us is going through this process on so many levels, and I just feel really glad that I'm here now and that I'm actually able to make sense. To make sense, that's it. Make sense of like me in this world and how I can relate. And I'm nae good to nobody if I can't make sense of things. Then it's a block. So I'm constantly on this path of learning, and I'm always willing to be able, when conversing with people and interacting with people, that everything, all the interactions that I have, how small or big or whatever, they all hold value. Like for me, I feel like I interpret things on a different kind of level. Like I can instantly see two things at the same time. Like I can see one person's point of view and the other points of view, and then hold my own view about both points of view that might be completely nothing to do with what the two ones are. But I now see that really is a gift. It really is a gift, because it's helped me a lot in my life, and I'm sure I know because when I was born, I hold a certain elemental energetic value or substance. Like I have that thing, and there's other people who were born at a similar time, or they may have been born at a completely different time, but the energies that they hold, because it's not just one, the energies that they hold. So between like all the energies together, like if you think about it on like a chemical aspect, like some chemicals go good together, some dinna. You get different kind of reactions when different things are put together. So to me, all that kind of makes sense as to how well or how no well I can relate to other people. But so if I'm aware of other people's energy, it makes me learn, and it makes me make sense out of people, places and things. And ever since I've started like communicating how I feel and how I learn, how I want to learn, it's really expanded like my awareness and my ability to grow through learning how I interact with others. And I know that previously I have been a very guarded person, and I am quite private, and that's these things, that's what makes us all individual. But the thing that for me is like it's undeniable, right? If you know you were born, like if you're listening to this, then you're not going to deny that you were born, are you? Like it's just not going to happen. Therefore, that the next thing is, so if you know you were born, then you can't deny that the sun that you were born under on that particular day held a certain influence. It held a certain feeling, a certain energetic value. And how I like to describe it, like how I see it, is like it's almost like, let's say there's the machine where your energy it's in like its raw state before you come into a human, and like a pinball machine, So it gets pinged out, and the pinball machine is like the sky. And depending on when you're born, like your wee energy ball or whatever, like bounces off and down, like just like a pinball, like collecting different variant degrees of all the energies that it passes down, which a culmination of all the energies makes you a certain type, like a specific energetic value that I think has potential for, oh well, I don't know, I mean, how far can the imagination get? But the thing it keeps me bringing me back, is that that's a fact. I was born on a specific day, and on that day it had an influence on every person that was under it. So I think there's big, massive keys for every single person who wants to understand about who they are and where they're going and where they've been and what they've done. Like, to me, looking at your astrology can almost consolidate all these things and give you indicators. And I mean, I've yet to actually meet somebody who, when we speak about astrology, does not relate to the energies that are assigned to the factual time and date of when they were born. Like, it just doesn't happen. You know, it's undeniable. So to me, to no look into your astrology as a discernment, that's why we're not taught it. You know, the only bit of astrology I ever really had was my own innate like attraction to it, and stupid things like at the back of the newspapers that my mum and dad would buy, you would get this wee tiny wee, I mean, you're lucky if it was 3 sentences for mystic peg or septic peg. And they wouldn't, like, I would need to reevaluate them, but I bet you were just a whole load of bollocks about bollocks. It was like so surface, you know. And it's like, I mean, you've got to think, why do all these people who folk deem all their celebrities, the royal family and all this nonsense, why do they have astrologers? Oh, is it just because they're different and they're unique and only they can do it? No, that's because that's how this unbalance. So a small amount of people know and can execute astrology, so they know themselves, they know who they are, and yet the mass of the population doesn't have a fucking Scooby, and they're walking about bewildered, no understanding that if so there's implications of you being born on a specific day. That's how I see it. And whether or no people want to utilise that and bring that into their life, that's up to them. But know that the environment, the atmosphere, the pressure, the earth, all of it is deeply connected to like our consciousness and our astrology. So this is why, like, when I speak to people about astrology, it makes them query more, and everybody that I have experiences with all want to learn about themselves. They are so fucking hungry for it. It's like, wow. So this is like why I'm saying this, because I just maybe feel like there's a whole sea of people out there that are, you know, maybe in that same place. And well, you'll know if you're listening and you hear if something goes chime, you know, like you'll know. But ever since I started like being vocal about it, it's like it's given me so much growth and learning, because people, whether they realise it or no, really do yearn to learn about themselves. And astrology can even unlock health issues and health problems and things like that. And that's like through my personal experience, through learning about these certain aspects in my life that I can relate to, because I know how I've been. I know who I have been in all my experiences, so I've got that thing, like, you know, to look back on, to be able to compare. And ever since I've really been embodying this, like my own astrology and learning, it's really helped me expand and grow and make sense. And I feel like there's loads of people out there that that's all they want. It's like they just need to know about themselves so that they can be themselves and be unique and be individual and just find their purpose, Ken, because we're all like caught up, happiness, happiness, happiness. And it's like, I'm sure Seven Bomber, he's got a channel, Inner Standing, like he explains all this really, really well. And everybody can have these tools, you know, it's all there. It's just been hidden and obscured, but now all the information is all out there. Like, there's no excuse, there's no reason, there's no need, like there's no reason why we can't use it now, you know. So I'm it's like I want to see more things about all this. Like, so Shonda Rhimes, she's an astrologer, and I really, really, like, I love the way that she kind of relates things, because she keeps it real. So does Dolo, the pilot man. He's brilliant. He's a great example of his, like, astrology, you know, what makes him up and how he relates the information to me is just like, I get it. I totally get it, you know. And he's unique and individual, and it's a good representation of how you can change your life through knowing yourself and beginning that path, beginning that journey. And I know that the majority of the people that I speak to are already there. So I guess this is maybe, this is something that's accessible to everybody, you know. It really, really is. And if I feel like it can empower me this much to, like, to learn and to grow, and just, I just really feel like I want to share it, like, really just so compelled. So I guess that's what I'm doing. Oh, and Olivia, OGC Astrology. I mean, these people are wonderful. They're humble, and they're just, you know, they're just sharing the knowledge so that people can have access to be able to do it for themselves. You know, it's not about, like, going to somebody else and paying them to do this and to do that. It's like, you can do all this for yourself, and this is like the process that I'm in, you know. So I guess what I want to be doing is maybe making more videos on showing, because I've had a lot of people actually asking me, like, they would really like to know more, and the only way I can show more is by actually physically showing it. So with all the things that I'm learning in that, I'm going to start making wee videos just as I go, as I'm learning, because it really is only the best way, and I can only show you what I do to, like, attain the information about all the energies and my astrology chart and all that. But off the back of that, other people, you know, can maybe see how it's really not a hard thing. But I just know, like, people will relate to it, because it's how everything all works, you know. It really is. But I didn't want to go over 20 minutes on this anyway. I'm at like 19 seconds. If I go any longer, I'll have an absolute nightmare trying to upload it. So I'll cut it loose there. But aye. Growth, learning, curiosity. Aye. Cheers.
Well, I'm obviously meant to be a fucking bear. Yes, the woods!